So with the next Dying Light 2 anniversary just around the corner, I wanted to make a quick wish list video as I'm hoping at least something that I've written down makes it into the game, whether it's after the anniversary or on it, either or. I just hope we get a better roadmap than last year, because I think last year we didn't even get most of what was even appeared on it. But that is up to you whether you feel the roadmap is fulfilled. I personally don't think so. It was very lacklustering, like I've said in the previous video of the Halloween and winter events being abysmal dog shit and pretty much a copy paste of last year. But let's quickly get into it. So I'll start with the personal, and then I'll start with the actual other wish lists that I feel can improve for the entire community and the overall health of the game. So if you don't know already, I am the big fan of a map and story rework. Why? Well, if you haven't seen my past videos, pretty much cheerleading it on. A map rework would pretty much be where the map actually looks lived in and is an actual city with zombies, because right now Dying Light 2 is a parkour game that just happens to have zombies. It's not a zombie apocalypse game that has parkour, if you understand what I'm saying. And also with the obvious copy and paste with their, I don't know, AI systems, but it wasn't conventional AI that you think it was. It was pretty much just the case of using already made prefabs and just pretty much literally copy pasting it, Control C, Control V, over and over. So I would really hope, because they've gone back and improved the VNC offices, and they have also improved on little things here and there, but it's not in a place where I can say, yeah, this looks better. Because if they were doing it in a gradual sense where they would start with patches of the cities, whether it's Old Villador, Central Loop, I'd be grateful with that, knowing that one day when they're completely finished, everybody would be happy with an entirely new map. Next, story rework. My God, the story still sucks. It really, the story, the story's shit. That is the best and only way I can put it. The story is shit. It doesn't make sense. It's boring. And the fact that in the roadmap it was listed that we'll be getting prologue improvements, how can you improve on something that's already so good? And everybody pretty much agrees that that's the only good part of your story is the prologue, whether it's the environment, the musical score, or pretty much everything else about the prologue is already perfect. I don't know how you can improve on something that's already perfect in the community's eyes, but I digress. That's up to interpretation, but I believe having a quest dedicated to someone losing a shoe and needing new sneakers is a very big waste of time, and I really wish I was lying when I say this, but no. If you have not played Dying Light 2, or maybe your brain encountered so much trauma that it pretty much blurred the lines of what used to be in the story, no. You are not deceived. There is a full on quest about Lawan needing her shoes. Oh, excuse me, needing new shoes. It's ridiculous. I don't. I really don't understand how that got past anyone or anything. I don't know who approved it. I don't know who made it. Um, but maybe just don't just don't do that for Dying Light 3, please. Just don't leave the shoes out of it. Leave fetch quest behind. It's really just boring and lazy. All right, next, for the wish list that will help the entire community, I started this off with further mod support. This one I will go into a little bit. There are definitely people that can explain it better than I do, but I will try my best. I don't want to see in the comments, you did not explain it up. Shut up. I don't want to see it. I don't want to do it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I will explain it the best that I can. Map editing. So pretty much what that falls under is a map rework, but sort of picking and choosing based whether it's your friend server, session, or pretty much having edits where it caters to you, whether you make it yourself or you find a map edit mod on mod.io or Nexus where you look at it and you're pretty much, hey, this route or this section entirely I rather love than the piece of shit that we have in the base game. So that's pretty much it for it, and it can give more freedom in how people want to traverse the world and how they want to interact overall, depending on it. Which can also fall under my next thing is further scripting support, where scripts can pretty much whether overhaul the game, improve the game, or pretty much fix it. You know, let modders fix it. There's clearly still modders passionate about the game. I've seen Project Renaissance trailer. I've seen the Dying Light E3 sneak peek teasers. Like, I'm so happy those projects are still going, and I wish them nothing but the best. I don't want them to ever be abandoned, whether it's a lack of team effort or simply put, people are just tired. So, next, better texture support. So, obviously, you're going to ask, well, we already have texture support. Pretty much, this is a personal gripe. As you may or may not know, I've done a few texture mods. I used to do some for Call of Duty literally years ago, way back in the day. I used to do a lot of game modding with COD when I was a really big COD fan. I literally modded audio, UI, textures, models. I have not delve. I have not delve. What? I have not dug deep into it. I don't know what Doug Delve is. That sounds like somebody's name. I don't know who that is. If you can find Doug Delve, please let me know in the comments below. Anyways, also, why the fuck can I not find the base carrier outfit? I had a mod project. I had the idea in my head. I know what I wanted it to be. I literally told no one, and I've asked everyone because I didn't want it spoiled because it was going to be a mod that I was kind of passionate about. But I literally cannot find it for the life of me. Anyways, rant over. Next, drop entire SDK. What that means is that tools that either is developer only or just internally used should be open to the entire community. So there is no limitation, and pretty much the engine is in the power of the community's hands. And this kind of goes back to scripting of improving the game, fixing it, and pretty much overhauling it, as you would see with Fallout games, or pretty much every Bethesda game, because they don't know how to fucking make a game anymore. But that's not a rant for this video. And pretty much giving back to where we don't have to wait for an update, where people can just download a mod, whether it fixes this or repairs inconsistencies or pretty much improves performance, just little things here and there, or it can be big things where you need a performance mod because you want to enjoy Dying Light 2, but your PC specs or console just isn't there. So, like I said, brings more power to the people, and it pretty much leaves the devs having more room to think of more unique ideas without having the stress of carefully picking what to add or what needs to be changed, and just let the community change it for themselves. So if they release an update, it doesn't go that well, let the community shape it how they want to. Lastly, this one is a half personal gripe, because I've had this gripe since it's released, and this is my hot take, if you call it that. An exotic tier rework. Right now, exotics kind of suck they're just 4 attributes. I feel like Dying Light the Beast did it really well, where they made iconic weapons actually iconic. They looked really good. They have personality, and they pretty much have their own unique quirk that makes them stand out, even though they are part of the same iconic class. But they all do their different things. So I really wish Dying Light 2 had something like that, because exotic tiers are just better attributes, and they're just pasted on the same copy paste camo or colored weapons. So I don't really understand why they added a new tier and just slapped on new attributes and thought, okay, we'll call it a day. I really hope they rework that, as that should have been the case. And considering Nightmare Mode gives you the highest chance to receive exotics, it feels like the work you may put into whether kill a spongy volatile or do a certain quest does not feel worth it. Now, I wanted to know your guys' opinion down below on these ideas, and if you have any you would like to add to the wish list, please comment down below. And if you come to enjoy this, liking and subscribing helps a lot. I know literally every YouTuber says it, but it really does help the algorithm. And if you want to support me, subscribing and spreading the video around also helps. Or you could just PayPal me $3 million and we'll call it a day. Anyways, that's all for the video today. Hope you guys have a good day or night. And as always, good night and good luck.